Hello class. In this video we're going to take a look at perimeter. I'm going to begin here first by reviewing what we have been talking about for the last few days, and that is area. So area is square amounts. Okay, so a unit 1 inch by 1 inch would be a square inch, and the area of a rectangle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 square inches inside of that rectangle. So here are the area formulas we've been dealing with. Rectangle, length times width will give us the area. Triangle, base, the bottom, times the height, the distance to the apex or the top of the triangle. Base times height, and then we would take half of that, because base times height would give us the area of the square or rectangle the triangle was contained in, and the triangle only takes up half that space. Parallelogram, well, we talked about taking the end off, moving it over here, so we would have a rectangle, and the rectangle would give us would have a base that would be as long as this side right here, and then we would multiply that by the height. And for a trapezoid, we take the base 1, okay, let's say that bottom base is 1, top base is 2. They're opposite each other, they're parallel. Base 1 and base 2, we take the average. Okay, so we add them together, divided by 2 to get the average, and we multiply that times the height. So there's a review of our area formulas that we have been working with. And as a reminder, when we were talking about area, we always said when we report area, we report it in square units. In this case, it would be square inches. So we would multiply 3 times 4 to get 12, and that would be 12 square inches. When we are doing perimeter, okay, we're doing a one-dimensional measurement. So we're just starting at one point on the shape. So let's say we start here where the dot is, and we are just going to make one complete lap around the outside of the shape. It is almost as if we had taken those 4 sides and just laid them end to end, and then see what they add up to when we're done. So in this case, okay, we have 4 inches, 3 inches, 4 inches, and 3 inches. So let's write that down. 4, whoop, let me get a better pen. Okay, I'm going to try it again. 4 plus 3 plus 4 plus 3. So it is no longer a two-dimensional measurement. We are not measuring squares. We are just measuring a single-dimensional distance, okay, that just happens to go in different directions. So we add all that up. 4 plus 4 is 8. 3 plus 3 is 6. 8 plus 6 is 14. So our answer is 14 inches. Okay, and for a triangle, we don't have to worry about doing half anymore. We just have to pick a starting point. Okay, and in this case, again, we are doing a one-dimensional measurement, so we're going to our starting point. You can go any direction you want, okay, but you have to make one complete lap around the triangle. So let's begin here. Let's go 4. 4 plus 3 is 7. 7 plus 5 is 12. So triangle has 3 sides. 1, 2, 3. One side is 4. The next side is 3. The next side was 5. We added all that together, and we came up with 12 inches. Okay? So for perimeter, no matter what the shape is, here, let's show you those answers. Okay, when we came up with those answers, just by adding the distance as if we had laid it end to end. Okay, so other shapes, again, all we need to do for perimeter, pick a starting point, do one complete lap around the shape. So the perimeter of a parallelogram, start here, let's go 4 and then 2. and then 4, and then 2. And that equals 6 plus 6 is 12. Okay, 12 inches. And for the last one here, let's start up here. Okay, and I'm not sure these are drawn exactly to scale, so we're more concerned about just the process. So we're going to start at the 4. 4 plus 6 plus 3.5, 3.5 plus 3. Okay, and let's see what that works out to. 4 plus 6 is 10. 13.5, 16.5. And again, inches. So in doing perimeter, all we're looking for is a measurement around the outside of any object. Even if it is a more complex object, still continue to go from point to point along the outside. For some of these, there are some shortcuts. Okay, you notice here there's 2. Well, let's go down here. Okay, we've got 2 of the upper and lower bases. We've got 2 of the sides. So we could do 2 times the top and bottom. Okay, 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 2 is 4. 8 plus 4 will still give us 12. Same thing is true for a rectangle and some of the others. But just for ease of understanding at the moment, understand that when you're doing perimeter, you pick a starting point, you walk around the entire shape till you get back to your starting point and record all of those measurements.